Here is your dose of the Ultimate Sales Machine coming to you from the new edition. Visit ultimatesalesmachine.com to get your copy or multiple copies. I am your host, Amanda Holmes, CEO of Chet Holmes International. What you're about to learn has assisted 250,000 businesses to generate billions of dollars, working faster, better, smarter.
Welcome to your weekly dose of the Ultimate Sales Machine on the CEO Mastery Show. We've got another quote here. Some managers view training as an interference with work to be done. But think of the tale of the woodcutters. Woodcutter A cuts wood all day long. Woodcutter B keeps stopping and sitting down. At the end of the day, Woodcutter B had 3 times more wood than Woodcutter A. Woodcutter A asks, how could this happen? You were resting all day. Woodcutter B says, I wasn't resting. I was sharpening my saw. Take time to sharpen your skills, your tools, and your resources, and you will be more productive. So you can see a theme that we've been talking about. You might have seen them in past podcasts where we talk about training, repetition of training, the specific skill sets it takes to train, how you can create a bulletproof business of ultimate sales machine by consistent, repetitive training. Now, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into, okay, let's say you start to do your training sessions, right? Covered in the new edition on page 30. People should be told what to expect. So how to run your training session. You want to talk about what you will cover, how long it will take, how the information will be covered, the objective of the particular session, and the obtained skill or knowledge that you hope that they will gain. I find this very often when I'm doing keynotes. I'll start with my stadium pitch title. This is what we're going to cover in today's session. Here's what I'm about to talk to you about. And I'm selling the sizzle all the way through so that their mouth is watering how much they want to hear what you have to say. Can you imagine if your training started with that? Very often, very, very often, I see people may have great training, but they actually don't have the setup to explain why this training is important, what is the value of it, and what they can get from that training. So you have to sell the fact that you're about to give a training. Otherwise, people don't really care. It's the same when we start teaching education-based marketing and we start leading with an education versus leading with, I just want to talk about me and how great I am and pitch my services. You flip to starting to educate. Now you have to grab their attention with why they should hear the knowledge that you have to provide for them. And it's really critical. There's a couple of different things in this chapter. So it's one thing to speak that training to somebody. It's another thing for them to hear it and to see it, right? They retain much more if they see it and hear it. That's why slides are critical. I know a lot of people say, wow, Amanda, you have so many slides. Why are you going through so many slides? Like if I give a 90-minute presentation, keynote, I will have 95 slides. When I spoke for HubSpot, it was 95 slides for 90 minutes. And it's just following my father's principles of, we know that the attention span is very short. So we want to give them interesting, engaging visuals that reinforce the sentiment that you are creating with a headline that is of interest, right? We're grabbing them with every piece of information and reinforcing it with visual. That's why that's so critical. So when you're creating your trainings for your team, can you have a visual representation of what you're talking about? That is a critical piece so that they hear it and they see it. To get even deeper into that knowledge, can they learn it? Can they interact with it? Can they role play it? Can they do a group discussion around it? Can they then teach it back, right? You retain way more when you have to actually teach it back to them. I have a client out of India. They have Motilal Oswal. They have 600 staff that all have read Ultimate Sales Machine, not once, not twice, but 600 sales reps that are mandatory have to read the book 3 times. And in the second time they read through the book, they come up with their workshopping training that they're going to do. And then they have to teach the book back to the others in the group as well as their manager. Why? Because we retain much more of what we teach than if we just learn it and see it. So that's the next level, right? Just like memorization, if you're memorizing all of these 3 Ps, we call it planning, procedures, and policies, just memorizing them is the first step. But where the true mastery comes is beyond memorization. It's when it just becomes part of you, right? So every time you hear the objection, you know exactly what to say, and it's masterful, right? We train on that with data points because we have an Empire Research Group. So we'll pull out a piece of data that will reinforce why they should buy that product or service. Like, for instance, I have a client right now that has a tech tool that uses 5 different tech tools into one tool instead. And people just say, why would I use your one tool when I can go off and get these 2 or 3 other tools? It would be so much easier for me to get these multiples. Well, I could understand why you would want to do that. I have to tell you, we just recently found this study that showed that on average, when they studied 20 different companies with 146 staff over 1,200 days, they saw that the average staff member actually wasted 5 weeks a year hopping back and forth between applications and websites on their computer. So they would get disoriented going from one website or one app to the next. It would take them a certain amount of time to recalibrate, and then they'd start working again. 5-week equivalent. So why, Mr. Prospect, would you not want to have 3 or 4 or 6 different apps and just have one? To get you back 5 weeks of not just your time a year, but your entire staff's time. What would that be worth to you? Right? And then we calculate the ROI. So what are we doing? We are creating consistency with training that is engaging, that tells them, right? What did we say? I told you what you will be covering, how long it will take, how the information will be covered, the objective, and then the skill that they hope to get. This is critical. You have to sell the sizzle of the training that you're going to give.
Make sure to get your copy or copies at theultimatesalesmachine.com. There's a lot of special bonuses that you can't get going to Amazon, so make sure you check it out at ultimatesalesmachine.com.